My grandfather was one of the secret listeners who had the headphones on and could hear the conversations of the captured German generals, and we'll hear more about the evidence that was procured through various surveillance. This is the thing, you just go, yeah, so you've got your microphones in the plant pot, what, and then you affect the outcome of the war, but you'd actually go, but yes, actually. So it's huge. I mean, unbeknownst to the German generals who were captured prisoners of war, they thought they were in a 5-star hotel. So sometimes you think this is all a lie. You know, I was saying up there, I just think, look, I've got proof, I've got some proof, and I know that some, not trustees here, but they said, well, how do you know? And I go, look, all I can go on is what the evidence has been shown to me. I didn't ask for this story. It's just been shown to me, and there's significant evidence to demonstrate that it's largely true. What we don't completely know is whether he was a stool pigeon, and a stool pigeon would be a fluent German-speaking person who would be trusted by the generals to elicit information in such a way that was useful. You've got your German generals who are quite posh, so the Trent Park, you had the top echelon, dining, being treated really well. There's evidence of one person who was captured early on, taken to Canada, escaped, and then told the German army, look, watch out for, don't talk to people, watch out for the microphones. And you know what? Very quickly, once you're in a hothouse with each other, your guards are down, and it's quite fascinating psychologically that you might know something, but you still react in a human way. The atrocities were revealed. They were present at the Holocaust. The V1, V2 was revealed. It was shown how the generals were divided into 2 camps, how they could be manipulated slightly. Apparently fake newspapers, I mean, you know about all this, Alan, but were taken in. They were subject to manipulation, but in a kind of civility setting. I mean, it is fantastic.
It's only this whole different sense of purpose and life mission that kind of came at you unasked for.
Yes, I didn't ask for it. It's a very emotional time about information and war and heritage and what does it all mean.
How many people who watched you on, you know, the range of programs that you did would have ever made that association that you had this whole? Well, of course, you didn't either. You didn't know.
No, and because I was brought up in Eltham, right? Eltham. The family, my mother was English from the Isle of Wight, and we assume that my grandmother wouldn't have known, and we were talking about the Official Secrets Act, like the people at Bletchley, and my mother was at Bletchley. We had no idea what the medals were, and then when we got someone to look at the medals, we realised what he had done.